Welcome back to another episode of Between the Lines. I'm Wolfey. I'm here with Bones. We've got another great episode for you here today.
Every episode is going to be great. Putting a lot of pressure on us. This is going to be above average.
It's an exquisite episode. I threw in some alliteration there for you, Bones. I know you love that.
Yeah, big on that.
First, we're going to go over the top 3 comments and questions.
My second favorite literary element besides personification.
Top 3 questions.
The tree stood tall like Paul Bunyan.
Are we finished?
I'm done.
We'll go over the top 3 questions and comments that we received during last week's live stream. We'll finish up by going over our bets that we have this weekend. This weekend's Bundesliga action. I think we have 5 bets in play this weekend.
Some 5.
Went 4-0 last weekend.
It was too easy. None were close.
Yeah, 11-6 on the season. Just printing out money over here.
64.7%.
Incredible math. It turns me on to see you do long division, Bones. So, incredible things. But first, Bones, to start off some great news out of the EPL. June 17th is set as the restart date. That's a Wednesday.
So they got 2 games to catch up. And then Saturday, just tell us about Saturday.
Yeah, so Wednesday first, though, big one, Man City versus Arsenal. And then Saturday is an absolute buffet of action.
7 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 1 p.m., 3 p.m. Unbelievable.
5 straight games. That's including, or not including, the Bundesliga games that will be going on that same day. Serie A.
Possibly La Liga.
Hopefully La Liga.
We're getting shirtless Sergio Ramos. My God, it's all coming together.
Yeah, so incredible stuff out of the Bundesliga. They also just announced in the EPL that the teams can resume training sessions or full field scrimmages with other clubs.
Pleasure without consequences.
So,
how often does that happen? Am I right?
That's absolutely the best. That's you roll out of bed, hop in an Uber, and hightail it out of there, folks.
Get out of here.
Yeah, so some incredible stuff.
My husband's on his way home.
EPL progressing back towards action, so great stuff. So, Bones, let's get right into it, though. The top 3 questions and comments that we received during last Saturday's live stream.
So, number 1, I think, was from T again, and he was hilariously asking about Schalke. What is happening over there, Steven?
It's an embarrassment.
I mean, I know because I'm an inside guy in Schalke, but let's see what your opinion is.
It's an embarrassment. So Schalke is having the same problems that they had last season. They just weren't apparent during the beginning of the season. They've shown up now for whatever reason, but they just can't score. David Wagner seems like he's possibly on the hot seat. I don't necessarily agree that he should be on the hot seat. He's taken a team this year safely out of a relegation battle. Last year, they were firmly in a relegation battle for most of the year.
Winter break, he was probably the favorite for manager of the year.
You would think so. Had them in a European spot at that point. They've absolutely plummeted. Again, they just can't score goals. I don't see them climbing out of that. I don't see anyone on their team. The attacking talent is just not there. They have some attacking injuries as well.
Yeah, well, McKennie's going to leave, and if Wagner's out, no American ever has to worry about Schalke again.
So Schalke on a slide. Doesn't seem like they're getting out of it. But luckily, not in a relegation fight this year. So, next question, though, comes from Ricky Follett.
Oh, friend of the program.
Yeah, Ricky Follett asks, what are the best live viewing experiences that we've had in soccer?
Well, we've been all over the world. We've done a World Cup, Euro, EPL, all those Antlers games I went to in Japan. Unbelievable. So I would say for me, Selhurst Park, Crystal Palace. Nothing you'll never see anything like that in the States. It just doesn't happen. You get like pub, house, and then there's Selhurst Park, 10 roof, 15,000 fans. We saw a great game, 3-2 Arsenal. At one point, it was 3-1, and then they got a goal in like the 88th, and one of the Crystal Palace fans was like, "We're gonna tie you, cunt!" And that was probably my favorite moment at a live event.
Yeah.
And it was one of those live events that was so good, you felt like you were there for 5-6 hours. Unbelievable.
You did, yes. So, for those of you who don't know a whole lot about Selhurst Park, I think Bones did a great job describing it. It was a night match as well, so everybody was nice and lubed up.
It was raining. We had a few.
Classic English night. Unfortunately for our buddy Man United Pooch, who you've seen on the live stream, Selhurst Park was built in the early 1900s.
Think Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah, 4 people in the 1900s. Not quite used to a guy or a man of Pooch's proportions. Trying to fit through those turnstiles was a lot like the Dutch boy holding up a dam. Eventually, we managed to plunge him through, but it took some work for sure. Buttered him up. literally and figuratively.
Sweet Jesus. As a man stroke, I mean, I thought we were on the track of accepting everyone. And you're going to go there. But on to question 3.
I want to make it better.
This comes from a blood relative of mine, so I'm so sorry for this, Stevie. And I know you've had a lot of problems on Twitter with people saying negative things about Tom Hanks.
Mm-hmm.
This wasn't even a question, just said Tom Hanks is not a good actor. Are you sure you want to take this?
Yeah, Bones, I know that this is a black eye on the face of your family. First off, I want to address Daniel directly to him. Who the fuck do you think you are going at Tom Hanks like that? He's an American icon. He's played Mr. Rogers. He has done more for this country than you ever. Okay, Bones, let's dive right into the Bundesliga action coming up this weekend. Let's get right into it with our bets. We went 4-0 last week, and we've got 5 bets pending this weekend, 11-6 since the restart. It's just free money.
Vegas, what are you doing over there?
First bet, and it's going to be the biggest match of the weekend for us. It's
live stream, FS1.
Yeah, FS1, 9:30. It's going to be live streamed from our Facebook page. That is Bayern Munich versus Bayern Leverkusen. 2 top 6 teams in the Bundesliga. Top 5, yeah. Bayern coming off of a massive win against Borussia Dortmund the other week.
And then they won 5-0 last week in a pummeling.
Yeah, so we like Bayern -1 in this matchup. Quite frankly, folks, Bayern is the better team. So
it's a neutral site.
If
the fans were there, I would not bet on this game, but because Leverkusen's great at home, but no fans. It's a neutral site.
No fans. Home field advantage has absolutely made zero difference
like
since the
7
restart.
and 16 home teams are unbelievable.
Yeah, so zero effect from being at home.
Roughly 32%.
And then on top, the opportunity to push in this match as well is one of the things that we like in it. So Bayern Munich -1 against Bayern Leverkusen. Again, that is going to be the live stream on the Between the Lines Facebook page. Make sure you like the Between the Lines Facebook page. Tune in your TVs at 9:30 to FS1 for that match. Open your Facebook. Tune into us. Get all your bets in with us. Follow along, comment. We'll answer all the questions, comments. Yeah, so Bones, give us your next one.
Let's throw it in reverse, as I know you've been known to do, and go back to Bayern. So Friday at 2:30, Borussia Mönchengladbach plays against Freiburg. And Freiburg's been really good all year until about the last 10 games. They've been horrendous. And they've been good because they've been great at home. But without fans, they haven't won versus the Bundesliga, which means a ghost game in German. So they have not won since the restart. I think Mönchengladbach wins an ugly game, 1 or 2-0. So you might want to take a little siesta and not watch this one, but just count your money. And then I also like, at the same time as our live stream, FS2, we will have it up here, so you'll see double the reaction, double the trouble. I like the Paderborn Red Bull over. Anyone who saw those last 2 teams play knows that even if you're going to lose that bet, there's going to be a lot of posts, like crossbars, a lot of manager-on-manager action, a lot of Nike Air shirts. Stop me, Steven. And then you like another match at 9:30 that no one should watch.
Yeah, I like the Mainz versus Eintracht Frankfurt. I like the over 3 in that match. Again, opportunity for push with the whole numbers. But if anybody, and don't watch these 2 teams.
No integers on this.
Yeah, if you dive into the numbers on both teams relative to their positions in the table, they both score a lot of goals and they both let in a lot of goals. So I think this is going to be an all-action contest. Thankfully, it's not going to be televised, but follow along with any device.
And this takes us to our favorite bet of the weekend, which is if you're going to wake up early at Sunday, 7:30.
Yeah, this is the one that Bones and I can't figure out. Vegas must be geniuses, or we're about to break them again because they have Wolfsburg only favored by 0.5 point over Werder Bremen.
Who plays tomorrow?
Yeah, Werder Bremen has a midweek game against Wolfsburg, who does not have a midweek game. They get to rest up.
They looked great last week, even though they lost. That was just one of those, it's football.
Yeah, Wolfsburg is a top 16 versus Werder Bremen, who's in a relegation battle right now. So we really can't figure out this line, but we're taking it. Wolfsburg created enough chances. I dove deep into the film. I'm talking second base deep here, Bones. Deep into the film. Wolfsburg created enough quality chances in their match last week to win 2 or 3 games easily. So we like them minus 0.5 point against a struggling, Werder Bremen on what I guess would consider a win streak or gaining momentum for them.
It's I mean,
like 2 draws and a tie.
They're terrible.
2
Let's
draws
be
and a
honest.
win.
We love Josh Sargent, but Werder Bremen is terrible.
Yeah, they haven't been good. So we can't figure this line out. Anyway, so we like Wolfsburg minus a half a point in that matchup against Werder
So we
Bremen.
have this week, which is incredible. Next week, a lot of good matches. And then the following week, it will be La Liga,
EPL.
Serie A, EPL. It's all coming back together.
And you can catch it all. We'll all give updates on our Between the Lines website. You can find the link to that either on our Facebook page or our YouTube channel. Make sure you like the Facebook page. Tune into the live stream this weekend, this Saturday at 9:30 versus Bayern Munich versus Bayern Leverkusen.
We're tweeting like animals, Bones at BTL Soccer.
Yeah, I'm Wolfey at BTL Soccer.
I hope you appreciate all the hard work that I've done on the web. I've been doing all these, everything, all this stuff I've done.
Yeah, go fuck yourself, Benz. So follow us, get all of our content. We are constantly posting articles. We don't really advertise those as much, but go into the website, check out the articles, writing up about everything that you could possibly think of in the world of soccer. And then again, tune into us on Saturday on the Facebook page, and we will see you guys then.
9:30.